I love how crazy they're getting with these hybrids over at Dua. So taking Effing Fabulous by Tom Ford and mixing it with Parfums de Marly powerhouse Layton. How does that even work? I have no idea. But let me tell you one thing that has nothing to do with fragrance. YouTube is killing the algorithm. I have to like totally censor myself to a way that they will shut down my whole channel. Some people might actually like that. Haters. So Uncle Kuba has to behave a little bit. It's all about success at the end of the day. So let's take a sniff of Parfums de Marly and Effing Fabulous and see if that hybrid makes any sense. Let's roll my mother effing music. God, that sounds horrible. And let's see if this hybrid of Effing Fabulous and Parfums de Marly Layton is any good.
You sexy motherfucker. We're all alone. Yeah, that's friends on the south side. In case you cared, out of all your friends, I want to be Cuba.
Blessing on beautiful peoples, you know who it is. It's your boy, C to the U to the B to the A. Censored Cuba. I'm gonna have to start throwing quacks, crickets, mutes, sound effects, everything to control my sailor mouth before they shut down one of the pieces of my... I mean, this is... Follow me on Rumble, guys. I'm setting up the whole platform over at Rumble. Rumble looks and it's kind of elementary, but they're really the only other platform that used to have the same flow as YouTube back in the day before they started cracking down on everything. So this whole channel is available at Rumble. Link will be in the description. So I ordered Effing Royal Chariot from Dua based on the description on the website. Parfums de Marly Layton is the powerhouse of the lineup, the most mass appeal, the most hype, the most purchased probably in their collection. But when you mix Effing Fabulous from Tom Ford, which is a polarizing fragrance. Not everybody loved it. I truly enjoyed it. I thought it was an absolute genius marketing plan just by the name alone. But the scent profile, I loved it right from jump. People were kind of wishy-washy with the fragrance and still are, and I get it. But if you add a little bit of an element of a mass appeal beast like Layton into Effing Fabulous, what would that smell like? Let's find out, because it can be a complete mess. I have not smelled this yet. We will look up notes if you want, but it's all about that scent profile, right? At the end of the day. So Effing Royal Chariot by Dua, again, Effing Fabulous mixed with Layton. Now that's an interesting combination. You get a lot of the Effing Fabulous on the opening. It's powdery, it's nutty, sweet. You get that Parfums de Marly creeping up. You get a tonka, you get this real soft apple. Oh, this starts to change very quickly on the paper. So Effing Fabulous is the opening star. You're getting a little bit of an agarwood wetness in it. Well, this is changing quite quick. This has no linear quality about it at all. Oh, this is very... Let me try this on skin. It's changing super quick. So it opens, as I said, Effing Fabulous is the primary opening, and it comes up with a little bit of a wet woodish agarwood kind of vibe, slight woody nuance. You do get that powderiness, and you get a bit of that crisp, soft apple. Let me try this joint on skin. Surprisingly, it's not harsh or super synthetic upon the opening on the skin, so that's a plus. Still, Effing Fabulous is the star. Nutty, almondy, powdery, sweet, slightly floral. You still get that wet woodish vibe. And the only thing I'm really getting up on that opening early mid from the Parfums de Marly is that apple-ish kind of vibe. Let me give it some time to dry down, because Kuba's trying to progress in life on letting things dry down to at least mid before doing the first impressions, which I don't like, but whatever. Alright, it's been like 5 minutes. I can't deal with it anymore. It's still very much Effing Fabulous. So right now, more lavender. The apple is a little bit more prominent. It feels a little bit more vanillic. The nuttiness is still the powerhouse of Effing Fabulous. There's a slight bitterness coming through as well, like a citric bitterness, but it isn't too sharp. And I'm getting a little bit of a leathery vibe with more powderiness. So essentially it's nutty, lavender, slight apple, leather, smoky wet wood, and just more powderiness. I don't love. I think it just screams too much of the Effing Fabulous and not enough Layton, at least in this dry down portion. And this is like almost a full dry down. I wish there was a little bit more Parfums de Marly. It's a like fragrance. It's an easily like fragrance, but it just screams too much Effing Fabulous and not enough Layton, in my personal opinion. Unfortunately, with some of these dual ones, you gotta let it sit, macerate. You can put it in the fridge for a little bit, and it just helps speed up that process. So it could potentially change, but I have to score it right now. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give it like a 5.8 and only a quarter ball spray. That's it, no more. Yeah, it's still very powdery, very effing fabulous. I need a little bit more Layton. If we're gonna combine that, I maybe would have wanted Layton to be the more prominent on top, blended with a little bit of the almond nuttiness of effing fabulous. That's my personal opinion. Shout out to Duo for sponsoring today's video, and I did select this fragrance. I'll put a link in the description if you're interested, and I'll see y'all just next time. You know it is biggest in the game. Soldiers.
What's fresh? Who's best? Wanna know who's gonna pass the test? For the fly gun holder, money folder, Motorola start tag when it's time to call back. For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that you would.